Hello guys, so in this tutorial we're going to be creating a map layer switching. So in our last tutorial we created satellite layers wherein you'll be able to zoom in satellites, images of places, of towns. You'll be able to view the terrain, you'll be able to view the normal default views, and you'll be able to switch between traffic layers and driving layers, so you'll be able to switch between traffic and driving and bicycling layers. Stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel to keep me making more videos. Hello guys. So in our previous tutorial we learned about these map controls. So we have switching between 2D and 3D, and then we have get into the center. So you move, you click, it switch you back to the center, and we have these layers. So we have the satellite layer, we have the terrain, we have the default. So basically we know how to do this now. And then we also learn how to get these compass to move around when we move around. Okay, so we built the compass. In this tutorial, we're going to be looking at how to add transit layers. So how to add transit layers like bicycle travel or transit or driving. So I'm going to add more layers to this. So we're going to call it map styling. All right, I'm going to call it map style. So let's get into it. So let's go to our control.html. And over here we have this canvas body. And then what we're going to do is we're going to copy this. We're going to grab this and paste it again. Paste it. So, but we're not going to use the same images. So let's go back. Let's open our image folder. Open our maps folder. So this is our maps folder. We have some few images. You can download your own images if you want. All right, you can download your own images. We're just using images to represent some of the few stuffs. So the first that we have is we have the roadmap. So we have the roadmap. So we call it maps.png. So let's maps.png. The second one we have cycle. Right. Second one we have cycle. So let's just say this is default. Let's say this is road. Let's say driving, right? Driving. Let's say this is cycling. And this is cycle. PNG. The last one is traffic. Okay, so we can also have our traffic.png. And we're not going to call this hold. Let's call this uh layer. No, let's call this layer. So let's say layer. And let's remove this. So for driving, we're going to call it transit. So let's say transit layer. These are keywords, so you cannot change, you cannot give it a different name. You have to give it the same name. So we have transit layer for the driving, the cycling, we have the bike layer. And for the traffic, we have the traffic layer. Great. So we have these. I think we have to reduce the size. So let's copy layer. Let's go to our CSS dot layer. And when you look at whole, we have the width of 100 pixels and height of 100 pixels. So let's make this 70. Let's make this. Let's just copy it. Let's make this. Let's make this 60 pixels by 60 pixels. And let's grab the images. Let's say this is layer. Let's make the image 100%, 100%. Great. So let's refresh our file to see what we have. So when we click on our layer, we have this. So let's just give it some space from the top. So let's give it some space. So to give it space, let's do something first. Let's stop our map from loading so we could save some money. So let's stop this from running. Refresh our page. Oh, it's still running. This is control.js. This is init map. So let me just do this. Still working. Controls. Control.js. Okay, so we need to clear our cache. All right, anytime we start a new tutorial, we need to clear cache. I forgot. So let's just clear our cache. And it's no longer working. So when we click this, we have this. All right, just so our map doesn't load for us to be built all the time. So let's just finish all of our code first. Okay, so let's come back. Let's come to our control and let's make the layer img. Let's give it some margin top. So let's come here. Let's say empty 4. That's margin top 4. Refresh. Click. Let's make it 5. So let's click this. All right, so it's a bit on the top. That's good. So let's take it to the center. We have code 444. Let's see. Let's make this a container. Let's see. Just shrink it a little bit. Okay, so it's shrinked. Now let's see. Let's put it in the center and let's see. So let's just refresh this. So the layer has this margin. The text center. Text line center. Okay. Let's just leave it like that. It doesn't really matter. So the next thing we want to do is when we click on that, we need to grab some information. We need to grab some data when we click on it. When we click on it, we need to get some information. So let's come down here. Let's comment this out. Let's comment this out. And let's just Copy this, paste it, and let's call this layer. So this is the layer that we just made. This is the layer. So we are grabbing the data layer. Okay. So when we click the layer, what we grab is we create a variable called constant. We grab this data layer, right? And this is the layer that we're grabbing. So how do we make the layer switch? Now this is how we're going to do it. I'm going to use if statements to be going through the layers. Now if first let's just log our layer. So let's say log layer. Let's fresh. Let's click this. Let's go to our console. Let's click this. Driving. It's not working. Okay. So this is not working because we have some errors. So let's just open up our map. Let's just open up our map. So let's come here. Let's just comment this. Let's just release the comments. Okay, bike layer, traffic layer, and transit layer. Okay, it's all working. So the next thing we need to do is we need to use if statements. So if layer is equal to traffic layer, so if layer is equal to traffic layer, what do? We need to set the map layer to a traffic map. Okay, so we create a variable. We call it traffic layer. Create a constant. We say traffic layer is equal to new Google maps traffic layer. The first traffic is a capital T. That's it. So traffic layer, it's a function we are calling. And then we say traffic layer dot set map. We put it on the map, and then we have our traffic layer. So let's go refresh our page and let's click on the traffic layer and let's see. So this is driving, cycling. This is terrain. No, this is supposed to be traffic, not terrain. So traffic. Traffic. Okay. Refresh. You click on our traffic. And let's see if we have our traffic. Didn't work. Okay. So let's see what's going on. We have our traffic layer. We have our traffic layer. It's a double F. Okay. Let's refresh. Let's zoom out a little bit. So let's say traffic. Boom. So we have all these traffics. So right now this place is stop. All the right side that is green is going. All the red ones mean stop. All the green ones are going. and the orange ones are getting ready to go or to stop. So this red stops, this green continues, this one is getting ready, and it changes from time to time when the traffic changes. Okay, so the red means all cars at this point have stopped. Okay, so now what we need to do is let's change it to cycling. So if you are on a bicycle, you need to know where there is a bicycling lane. Okay, so let's say let's grab this. Let's say if it's traffic layer, now let's say if it's bike layer. Okay, if it's bike layer, this is going to be bicycle layer. Okay, now let's change this to bicycle layer. Okay, great. So let's refresh. So traffic layer is working fine. Let's check the okay. So bicycle layer, there's an error. So let's check the spelling. So bicycling, okay, it's not bicycle, it is bicycling. All right, bicycling. Let's refresh our page. And now we have our traffic layer working fine. We have our traffic layer working fine. We have our bicycling working fine. So our bicycling layer, so we have a bike layer. So let's see. Bike layer. Great. So our bike layer is also telling us where you can ride a bike. So let's see the traffic. Copy this. Let's paste it here. And let's have, so we have the traffic layer, we have the bike layer. Let's go to the transit layer. Let's go to controls. Let's copy it. Let's paste it. And traffic layer. Now we have our transit layer. And so bicycle layer, let's change this to transit layer. Let's say transit. Change to transit layer. So let's go back and let's refresh our page. And let's see what we have. So let's go to, is this working? Okay, so let's go to okay, let's go here. Let's go to a driving. So this is our driving layer. You see where they are on the ground, where they are bridges. This is our main roads. Okay. This is our driving layer. Let's go to our bicycle layer. Let's go to our traffic layer. So traffic layer, so bicycle layer, and everything is working fine. Everything is mixed together, so yeah. So in this tutorial, we're able to we're able to switch between layers. Now, next tutorial, we're going to create uh, a switching between night mode and day mode, or like night mode and light mode, or dark mode and light mode. Yeah. So how to switch between dark mode and light mode on the map. That's what we're going to do next. Stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel to keep me making more videos.